Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Angelika's Journal. Today we're going to do another mass make kind of thing. Um, we are going to use Mod Podge today, and instead of painting it on, putting your tissue paper down and then paint over it, which you can do that. But when I had done one of these book pages in the past, I had done it that way, and I found it very messy, and then the tissue paper didn't, if you want it like a smooth surface, this is an easier way. If it, if you don't want the mess, it's a lot easier. So what I do is my background paper I put to one side, my topper I put on the other side. Now with this one I used a book page and tissue paper. You can use cardstock, you can use an index card, you can use invoices if you want to, because these are thin, if you put the Mod Podge and then you put the tissue paper and another layer of Mod Podge, it gets very wrinkly. So I saw this from her channel is Susan Taylor Brown. I think I've watched the video like 2-3 times already. She's used material, doesn't matter if it's wrinkled, because we're going to use the ironing method, and I really like it. It is so much easier. So like I said, I put all my backing, which it doesn't have to be cardstock. It could be, book pages. It could be anything. You put those on one side, and then your toppers you put on the other side. And then I took the ones on this side and I painted them with Mod Podge. And I did leave the index card to do on camera. I have a whole bunch of them drying behind me because they do need to dry. So I have one of these wand things. I saw that on somebody's video. I don't know whose. So all you do is you take your, and I have a, this is actually a heavy duty shelf liner, but I do believe it's made of silicone, and that's your best surface to work on. So all you do is you paint on your Mod Podge, which I love Mod Podge. You just paint it on, and then you just leave it to dry. It's kind of streaky, but that doesn't really matter. All right, and then I'm just gonna clean this up. We're gonna let that dry. I have a towel behind me. So we're just gonna let it dry, and I'll clean up this surface, which I really don't have to, but I rather clean up the glue while it's still wet. Got my baby wipe. Cleans up so easily. I love these mats. It's definitely worth investing in a silicone mat. Yeah, perfect. All right. So then, once your backing is dry, you need parchment paper. And we're going to, which one did I do last night? I think I did this one last night. Yeah, it's fully dried. So we're imitating this. Now I took this one and I wanted to put, was it this one? No, it's the other one. Oh, we all have tons of tissue, napkins. So I want to put this over top, and some of it will show through. Now I did already start separating this one, but for those of you who are not sure how to, the easiest, and yes, you can fiddle with it and peel it. Where did I put my Scotch tape? Oh, here it is. It's further back. We take Scotch tape and then you just put it down and pull. There's your first layer. And yes, you can keep the tissue paper and use it like just to dull out something. Now this one I know has a second layer, so we're just going to do it again, and it should rip the paper, see? And then we just pull it off. There you go. And you're down to the last piece. Okay, so now I'm going to roughly cut it to size. So basically this and then a little less. Where are my scissors? A little bit. Oh wait, which way do I want the print? I want it this way. All right, so we're gonna go here. I am cutting it a little bit bigger than what I need. You can always trim it later. There we go. Keep that for another one. All right, so we're gonna put this on top like that. And then you just iron it. That's all there is to it. I did do some with thinner backgrounds. So parchment paper on the back, parchment paper on the top. Then you're not going to iron on this, so I have to go get my ironing board. I have a little tabletop one. And I had done this one just before I started filming. And so this one, because it was kind of wavy, I did activate this and I have to let it dry again. But that's, see how the green background, I don't know, to me, it makes me feel more like it's in the garden, because now if you look really close, I don't know if the camera's going to show it up, but here you can see some yellow in the background and everything else is green, because that's the type of paper, right? It's a blotchy paper, cardstock. It's this one here. I think I got it from Amazon. Look, the glare. It just says cardstock, 50 sheets, 2 of each color. It doesn't say the GSM on it. Anyway, so that's the one I'm using. And so now I'm just going to cut this, and then I have to figure out what I want to do here up on top. I may just cut it right across here, like right up to the butterfly. And then if there's a little bit of this, it won't matter, because that's, you know, that's the grass. So you're not going to see a whole lot of it. So that's it. That's what we're going to do. So now we're going to, oh, with my iron on, you use a dry iron, no moisture in it. Okay, so this is in place. I'm going to push it in a little bit there so it's totally covered. And this is my old crafting iron. I believe this is the one my mom had. It's really old. My daughter gave me one, which I use for ironing clothes, like clothes we wear. But for crafting, I use my mom's. That way, if it gets damaged in any way, it doesn't matter. So I think that's pretty much it. You don't even have to do it much. Let's check. Yeah, it's totally ironed on. And there you go. Can you see? You can see everything through it. Isn't that cool? I just thought this was such a brilliant idea. And it forces me to sit, you know, like get all my backing on one side, get all the toppers on the other side, and then just go and mass make them. Put them on a pile, and then later I'll come back and I'll trim it, and I'll decide what I'm going to do with it. So that's 2 done now. Now, I have some dried behind me. I did some of these. And I do have some scraps. You know how we have our scraps. So let's see what we can do with these scraps. I wonder if I can go multiple layers. Not layers, but like, no, I don't like that. I have the birdie here. I wonder if I can get both birds in here. Oh, look at that. His tail's a little cut off, but that works. Oh, I like that. With the orangey background. Again, here it's going to be a little bit, oh well. What I can always do is come back and just put some white tissue paper. Hold on. Let me see if we can do this. Now you don't want it too thick because it's going to be a double layer and it's probably going to show. I don't know. She did not do this. I don't know, but I'm just thinking if you want to use scraps, how can we do it? You see, the only thing is then it's a little thicker there. I guess we can always just try. Let's try and see. We're just experimenting and playing, learning, having fun. I'm going to take a bigger piece of parchment paper. And I think with this one, I'm going to do it upside down. Just so that I can set this up. Now, Birdie, we know his tail's going to be cut off. Do it right over the edge. And then, I know I'm fussing, but that's the whole point of playing and having fun. We will fuss, and that's okay. There. Now, whether it really matters that I've covered it up or not, I don't know that it matters. This part here is not going to seal. The overlap part. You know what? We're just not going to worry about it. I think it's just too much effort. Even though we're just playing, it's too much effort. I don't think it's really worth it. You can always put a sticker there or something. All right, here we go again. Still on. So you just go over it like 3 or 4 times. Now this part, the Mod Podge will be activated. Oh, I did it on the wrong side. Why is this side? But it's still stuck. No, it didn't. Look at that. Oh, it did kind of. I must have got glue on the other side. I made a mistake. Remember to do it on the right side. I'm so silly. All right, here's another blue one that's on this side. Okay, let's see if I can get this right this time. Don't do what I do. Okay, where's my ruler? And we're going to rip this right at the fold. His tail's going to be cut off anyways, but at least then I have another one. Will this rip? I guess if you start the rip, it'll work. Okay. I don't even know if both are going to fit. Yeah, they both will fit. But then they have a white background. I wonder if you can do it twice. Because then this will be on one side and this will be on the other side. I wonder if you flip it over, Mod Podge this, and then put like a page on it. Do I have, I actually, no I don't. Okay, you know what? We're going to try that. But first, let's iron this on. I guess I'll have to pause you at some point and then come back. Okay, so this is the one side. You know, you can spend a whole day just making a ton of these, using up your napkins, which are really inexpensive. And you can get pages like this, even paper pages, because if it works to do it on both sides, then getting a paper page from the dollar store, like you can get the pretty colored pages. So there we go, that one's done. So now we're going to Mod Podge the back. You know, the thinner papers, but you can get patterned paper or, you know, all kinds of paper. Can't believe I did that. I wonder if this will come off. No, it's gonna, oh no. Okay, it's still somewhat intact. Okay, so what I'm gonna do with this one, because I want book page on one side, and then, yeah, we're gonna do it the opposite of this. No, I like this. So we're gonna do a book page on the white side. Okay, where's the book page? Or do I want an invoice? Oh, here's a pretty one with birdies. Oh, look at that one. That's pretty. The Great West Notice, July 31st, 1939. Huh, let's try that one. Okay, we're gonna iron this onto here, just like we ironed that onto that one. And then we're going to flip it over and then put something on the other side. Let's give it a try. Okay, so this needs to be Mod Podged. This is done. And we're going to, whoop, I need my paper. All right, so let's iron this paper to cardstock. Whoop. I think I'm supposed to do it on that side. I don't know that it matters, but paper to cardstock. Pretty cool. I don't know, because I already ironed it, if the Mod Podge can be reactivated a second time. I don't know. Because it already got the heat the first time when I made the boo-boo. Let's just check. No, a little bit more there. Okay. Ooh, it's pretty hot though. Okay, let's just try the corners again. All right. Yeah, a little bit there. Okay, so paper to cardstock. This is a thicker paper. It's almost cardstock, and this is cardstock. So maybe you need to do the thinner to the thicker or the thicker to the thinner, but one layer has to be thinner. But we'll leave this for now because we're going to Mod Podge the other side, and we're going to see if we can do a double. Let's get rid of this without knocking over my iron. All right, so now we want to do those two sides. So this one, I'll put like maybe the birds on it. Oh, see, this is not working very well. Maybe because I had already activated it. I wonder. And then this, we're going to put a book page. I want to put a book page on this one. Should we do a dictionary page? Yeah, maybe we will. Or we could do this one. This one looks pretty cool. Now again, this is the same type of paper like this one. It's a heavier paper. So I guess when we put it on here, we'll find out if it's the paper or if it's because I had activated it already once and then, you know what I mean? So we'll try that. But first, let's Mod Podge this. I'm going to trim it. Oh, actually, I should trim it now, right? Because once you do another layer, it's going to be hard to see where you have to cut. So let's trim it now. I'm bad at trimming. I have a whole basket of fussy cutting to do, and I'm stalling. I am not good at it. See, look at that. Anyways. I gotta stop fussing. The whole point of this is to have fun. Stop fussing. I'm so silly sometimes. Okay, that one's been trimmed. I may have to redo the other side of this if we find out it's, you know, like you can only activate the Mod Podge once. Then I'll have to take it off and redo the other side. I can feel myself going through the 2 layers sometimes. Not easy. All right. You know what I might do is once we do this experiment, what I might do, oh, because it's silicone, it's hard to pick stuff up. I might use the guillotine to, oh my God. I might use the guillotine to cut around the next time around, because it'll make it straight, right? Oh, see, even here the Great West is a little crooked. Oh well, It's okay. We're just playing. So now we're going to do Mod Podge on this side. Hopefully the water won't matter. Wait, actually I have paper towel here somewhere. Somewhere. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Maybe the iron was too hot because I'm not turning it off in between. Okay. So I'm just cleaning my applicator. Oh, and just a little tidbit, don't pull. I pulled and I separated the glue. So I'm going to have to re-glue it. I do have another one if this one does come out. Or maybe I can just squeeze it and it'll connect again. I don't know. Oh, don't put that by the iron. All right, Mod Podge. See, if you do all the Mod Podging first, you only have to clean your mat once. Well, mind you, that's how I got glue on the other side, isn't it? Maybe don't be such a messy. Don't be so messy applying it. Well, there. It didn't work. All right. That can go in the water. This to the side. Where's my other one? I know I have another one. Oh, there it is. All right. You know, I could, no. I was thinking of having a second mat and then just switch out the mat. But, yeah, no, that's not going to work. Did I get the whole thing on this one? I don't know that I got this side. Because I always start on the other side. Alright. So, I'm going to pause you while this dries. And I'll clean up. And I'll probably wait like half an hour. And then I'll be back. For you, it'll be just a second. And hopefully these two will be dry. And then we can try that another layer on the other side. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. And while we were on a break, I was watching another YouTuber, Tash Marie Makes. And she does Mod Podge. But she had also done it on an index card. So I decided to try this method with the ironing on an index card too. I also was, because one of the things that was wandering in my mind is when you take an invoice, which is really thin, and you don't want to back it, how would you give it more integrity? And so I ironed on a fabric on that one. And it is a thicker now. It's still not, like for me, an ephemera card is on a cardstock because you're constantly putting it in and out. So this did give it more integrity. I could just use a book page on the back and it would be fine. And I like the look of this with fabric. This was a cotton fabric my mom had. And you can see it, you can still see the invoice through it. So I would just have to back it with something to give it more integrity. And that would be nice in a pocket as an ephemera card. See, it would be like that. And then of course we would decorate it, right? You could put, this is just the first layer. All I'm trying to do right now is think of different ways of making a first layer. And then, of course, you then take it and you enhance it. So, we were going to do this with the paper on one side and then put tissue paper on this side. Oh, I also did something else while on break. I was a busy little bee. All right, let's find some tissue paper to put on this one. What's on this side? Okay, so we can do the birds. So we'll do the birds again. Maybe I'll leave a bit of a frame this time. Put this guy a little higher. And then, no, that's not going to work. All right, we're going to go to the edge. His tail's cut off too a bit. All right, we're going to do it like this and not worry about that. Actually, I wonder if I can do it right on the edge. I guess I could trim it too, but not trim this guy, rather trim this guy. So maybe I will go more towards the, like leave a bit of the edge, because I could trim this a bit. No, but then we want him more centered if we're going to trim. I'm just thinking out loud. Don't mind me. All right. I probably should have cut that. Maybe I'll cut that now. All right, so we're doing it right on the edge, and we'll figure everything else out after once it's done. All right, there we go. Now let's see how this turns out. I don't know where I put the other one, because the other one had tissue paper on one side. Oh, I think it's this one. Whoops. Yeah, I'm doing two things at once. Can't do that. Okay. We don't want it to burn, so we should go repeatedly like that. All right. Let's see. Yep, that's stuck down. This one is fine. Okay, let's move that. Ooh, it's hot. Let's move that to the side to let it cool. And now this one had the tissue paper. And we were going to put something. Oh yeah, we were going to put the paper to see if, mind you, that covers the blue. Nah, I guess it's fine. The whole point was to have the blue backing, but all right. We're testing out the ironing method, so I guess if you have white cardstock, you could do this. All right, let's see. Yeah, look at that. This one definitely sealed amazingly. Yeah, so you can't iron it twice. I have come to the conclusion we cannot iron it twice. That's probably why it's separated. You can't activate the Mod Podge more than once. All right, what else do we have here? We have an index card. Oh, actually, before we do that, I did do something while on break. I have these 12, oh, I'm going to need more parchment paper. These are 12 by 12 sheets. And they're just paper. Very inexpensive. These are actually hand-me-downs from my daughter. And I'm always trying to think of ways of using this. A lot of times I just end up cutting it up and using it as backing. But I Mod Podged this side, and I had an idea. This tissue paper, because tissue paper is bigger than a 12 by 12. This tissue paper is absolutely beautiful. And so this would be like a mass make, because then I have this on one side, this on the other side, and you can cut it up into ephemera cards. You could even, technically, you could cut your 3 inches off so that it's a 9-inch, and you could actually use this as a page in your journal. Oh, I hate ripping this thing. Packaging does not have a good cutter on it. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, this could actually be a page in your journal. And you know what? I might do a bunch of these because I have so many napkins. Okay, let's do this. This is such a smart idea. My ironing board might not be big enough though. So I may have to shift it at some point. The cord's getting in the way. Yeah, I'm going to have to shift it. You're going to have to, if you have a little ironing board like I do, you're going to have to do like one side and then shift it and do the other side. I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to move this down that way so I can get right to the edge here. Okay, that should be good for that. And then we're going to shift it down this way so I can get that edge. Hopefully the parchment paper, oh yeah, it is. No. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's over the paper and the parchment paper is there. All right. So now we do this edge. Oh, if this works, which it should because everything else so far has worked, that would be amazing for journal pages. Yeah, the pack my daughter had bought, I think there was like 100 sheets of different colors of those 12 by 12 papers. And I'm like, I'm not crazy about these colors. Like some of them are like gray. I'm not a gray person. And then some of the colors are just so vibrant. Yes, I love color, but yeah, I don't know. But this would be so nice. There, I'm going to do this side now one more time. And then we're going to check it out. What does that say? Up for steam. Oh, okay. There's no water in this. This is I use it as a dry iron. All right, let's see. Oh my, look at that. Nice. I did get some glue on this side because I'm a messy gluer. But yeah, and then imagine you fold this. Imagine it being cut down to the journal size and folding it. Like, wouldn't that be gorgeous to put in a journal? There, this way. Like, that would be so beautiful in a journal. And that's one of your pages. Oh, look, there's actually honeycombs. I never noticed that on the napkin. Hold on a second. Which one is that? That's this one. Oh yeah, there's the honeycombs. You know, I never noticed it. And then now that I iron it, it's more noticeable, probably because of the white backing. Oh, I love it. I just can't get over this. I am doing that. Well, I guess I'm going to be ironing all day while watching my videos. All right, next. We were going to do this index card. What other tissue paper do I have? No, I have this one I have not used yet. And I prepped it already. Like I took the backing. Oh yeah, I did use a piece of it. No. We're going to put it like this. All right, so we're going to cut it. Yeah, I find cutting it bigger than what you need works better because you can always trim it later. But I don't know, I panicked that it might shift or something. All right, let's do this one. Oh, is it straight? I don't want the pattern to be crooked. Oh, you know what? I want that part, the flower. And I want it further down. So it's just tiny bit overhang, and here there's a bit of an overhang. All right, let's do this one. I think this one will be nice with the brown background. You don't want it to get too hot. Okay, one more. Okay, 3 times. Oh yeah. And look at that. That is pretty. Yeah, I just folded it over so you can see it. That's pretty. I like that. And I'm really happy with this because now you got a backing for your tissue paper. It's just silly me. I should have used white cardstock. All right, my index card I never got to. Let's do that with this. I know, see this too, I have the line, oh, it's one-sided. I should have glued this side. Shows I'm inexperienced. But this is how we learn, right? Next time I'll glue the back side so that you have a writing spot. And then you can cut this in half and have 2 ephemera cards. All right, let's do this one. Whoop, my scissors fell on the floor. Oh well. And what's nice about this one, ooh, when you do it with material, it actually straightens out the material. See? You don't have that wrinkle in there anymore. It actually straightens it out. I just was blowing on it to cool it down because I don't want to start a fire, right? Mind you, it would have to be really hot. Look at that. There you go. Oh, you still see it a bit. Maybe it's just, like I said, this is my mom's material, and she's had this stuff for ages. She used to buy a lot of this kind of stuff when they were on special. So I'll just do a quick cut through there. And this is good for another one. Oh yeah, I did do Mod Podge on this to-do list. Now this is not long enough, so that won't work. Maybe we'll do the birdies again because I have that close to me, ready to go. Oh, that's not long enough either. Oh well, you know what I mean. You get what I'm doing, what I'm saying. What about the flowers on the green. Yeah, that'll work. All right, let's just see if we can rip this. I'm going to do one more and then we'll review everything we've done. I like this. That goes on that pile. We did do 2 of the 2-sided, right? No, oh yeah, we did. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do this one and then we're going to stop. What did I do with the tissue paper? That's what happens when you got a small space to work. You lose stuff. All right, we're going to take this bigger one that I have just because I don't know where the other one is. Okay, so I do want to go as close to the edge as I can. This we want symmetrical. So there's the stem there. This one's over. So go a little bit more. And then as close to the edge. Yeah, it looks like we got the whole cardboard covered. Now, hopefully I have it on the right side. Can't believe I did that. All right. And here we go again. Sorry, you don't see much on the video, like, of me working. My attachment for my camera phone, is at a certain height for when I sit, and it's not one of those arms that you can put higher or lower, and so it's pretty much stuck in that position. I can pivot it, the camera, like the end of the arm does have a pivoting mechanism, so I could pivot it, but I can't go up and down. Or can I? Wait a minute. Oh, look at that. Oh, no, it won't stay. It's falling back down. It wasn't made to be higher unless I stick a pencil under the arm, because it's actually a tripod stand. Those are articulating arms. I had one and it broke. I'm just too rough with it. All right, we're gonna just 1, 2, and 3. That's it. I've been working at it too much. Oh, look at that. I love that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Mind you, the green background did lighten the yellow flowers. Not lighten it, but dulled it out a bit. But that's okay, because that's not the final, right? That's just a layer. So now I'll probably cut it into 3. And then I'll put stuff on top of it. Again, I did it on the color. Oh yeah, I wanted the color. So now I have to back the back. All right. We'll just go through. I'll take the ironing board away. We'll go through a review of what we did. So these are all the ones we did. So this one with the white backing. And then we did a material one with an index card. Then we did the 2 sides. And it does seem to be intact. Then we did the index card, colored index card, or not index, tag. So that worked out. And then there we did it, another 2-sided one, just like this. But we did the color with the birds. And then this one is the color, is the paper. So we did that. Then we did a book page, which, remember, this is flimsy, so either this gets glued in the book or you'll have to back it with something, but the whole point was to get the writing through the picture. And the writing does show. It turned out nice. Same with this one. You got the writing coming through. Decorative paper. And then, of course, we have to back it still. And then this one again, the whole point was the colored paper as your backing. So now this is white. So if I end up using it, you know, I could cut along the bottom and then only have this, and then this part cut it into two. So I have 1, 2, 3. This one could end up being a pocket, and these two I could cut it and make it into tags. So that's one ephemera card, no, one pocket and 2 index cards, or tags, sorry, tags. Too many words to think of. And, oh yeah, and then we did the 12 by 12. So now I have my 12 by 12, 2 sides, and I definitely love doing this one. This one is, I am going to do more of these so that I can use up all these kind of papers. I won't use them all up, but I'll do one of each color, each pattern, and see how I feel about it. I have plenty of napkins. These are only some of the patterns. I probably have another dozen patterns in the drawer. And each pack of napkins, you get how many in the pack? Like there's tons in a pack, 20. I have 20 of these, well, minus one. You know what I mean? Like there's so many napkins. So play, have fun. Another idea before I let you go, I was going to mention, you could actually stamp text. On the white part, you could stamp text and music and then iron this on. Or on this, now I can go and put like text and music, glue on some stuff. You know, like these are all base layers, right? This is where you start from. And then you embellish on this. Another thing I wanted to mention, as you know, some napkins, not this one, because this one is pretty sporadic. Like it's hard to tell. You can tell where the duplicate is, right? But a lot of them, it's flip side, like this one. You have this side. It's a 2-page spread, but it does repeat. And then the other is the flip of it. Well, what I was thinking is if you have a napkin like this, you back it onto your paper, but then you can fold it. And you know how a lot of times when you use text and you flip the top, either the bottom or the flap ends up upside down. Well, with this one, look, you can use it, the flap, and it just continues the pattern. You know, you can go further down if you want. It just continues the pattern. So you could always put this on a white backing like this, and then just flip the top over, and yeah, it's going to be a pretty tall pocket. But you can do it as a tuck too. You can wrap it around the page so that on this side the page has a pocket, maybe this way, and then on the other side of the page you could use this as a flip, right? Because you're going to hang it over your page. I just have this handy. Pretend this is a folded page. You know what I mean? You would go like that. So then here you could have a flip, and then on this side you could have a pocket. Because of the fact of the way the pattern is, you don't have to worry about it being upside down. Oh, I found my Scotch tape now. It was under that cardboard. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe and comment down below. Love to hear your ideas. And remember, do what makes you happy, and everything else will fall into place. Take care, everybody. I'll see you on the next one.